With an unbending resolve to make Kwara State an economic haven, the Governor Ahmed administration has continued to make giant strides in ensuring that this ideal is translated into a successful reality. One key strategy to achieving this lofty ideal has been the provision of infrastructure and an enabling environment that is suitable and attractive to businesses and investors. In furtherance of its efforts to reposition the state's economy, the Alhaji Abdul Fattah Ahmed administration has given Kwara State a strategic placement to attract financial institutions as partners in progress in achieving its goal of becoming an economic hub. It is in this light that financial institutions are beginning to take advantage of the vast opportunity that Kwara State presents. One of Nigeria's commercial banks which is keen into this opportunity is First City Monument Bank (FCMB), whose Group Managing Director, Mr. Ladi Balogun, led a contingent of its management staff on a courtesy visit to His Excellency Alhaji Abdul Fattah Ahmed recently. Mr. Ladi Balogun, while addressing the governor, said the bank was exploring new ways of partnering with the Kwara State government in improving its internally generated revenue. He also intimated that the bank was ready to take similar initiative of cooperating with the state government in financing agriculture, even as he also disclosed that the bank had earmarked 50 billion naira to support agriculture across the country.
I'm here to really extend the hand of solidarity to your government and the people of Kwara State to see how we can all join hands to help develop the state and improve the welfare of all citizens. In recent times, we've been developing our microfinance business as well because we realize that micro-enterprises are key to the success of any economy, especially the Nigerian economy. And in the next few months, we'll be rolling out some very compelling microfinance solutions for micro-enterprises here in the state. We see agriculture as being very, very important to the success of every economy, and we know that for Kwara in particular, agriculture is one of the key bedrocks of the economy here. I'm aware that things like rice and cassava and probably a few other areas are key agricultural produces that are farmed here, and the state has a relative comparative advantage. FCMB has grown agriculture as a percentage of its loan book from just about 1% 4 years ago to now about 8%, and I believe we have about 50 billion naira of loans in the agri sector. We're looking to see what we can do more with the state. But I think beyond us just talking about our own capabilities and the areas we'd like to support, my visit here is really to demonstrate the seriousness with which we want to take this relationship. We believe this is a critical time for our economy. We believe that we have a purposeful government both at the state and the federal level, and we must all join hands at this time to ensure that we partner both government and private sector to deliver the dividends that the masses expect. And FCMB is certainly ready to do that. And we look forward to building this relationship with the civil servants, with your commissioners when you appoint them, and with the people of Kwara to understand what are the needs and where do you really want us as a bank to support. And I can assure you, you will see that support from us. So I thank you very much, Your Excellency.
In his remarks, Governor Ahmed intimated of the great strides taken by his administration in ensuring that agriculture is de-risked in order to attract prospective investors into the sector. He also noted that commercial banks would be expected to expand its funding window of agriculture as agribusinesses in the state to deliver a well-structured large-scale farming culture.
It is a great opportunity for restructuring, repositioning, and of course refocusing. You've been quite on spot in all the areas we would have loved to see us partner with. Firstly, in the area of support for internal generated revenue. It is clear from the last address of the President in his inaugural message to subnationals that those who will see the next 4 years those who will take their internal generated revenue seriously. Yes, we're aware that a lot of states have been driving their IGR, but certainly not at the optimal levels. So the hand of friendship you are stretching here is quite welcoming, and I'm saying it's quite coincidental with what we tried to do a few days ago. Because on our own, we have also sought to bring in new ways of driving our revenue. Only yesterday, I think, we discussed with commercial banks on how they should expect to see their levels of participation in partnering with us in driving our internally generated revenue. We'll continuously be in partnership with commercial banks to leverage on the funding windows that are available to drive key areas. Like you mentioned, one, agriculture, which is a strong area the state intends to see dividends of democracy getting into. And of course, we expect to see the whole chain going through, because I know agriculture is gradually being de-risked, so it's making it quite enabling for prospective investors to come in here to see how to take advantage of what we have on ground. We're trying to make it as public sector, as private sector driven as possible. I'm happy to let you know that we have quite a few individuals who have invested in processing, which of course creates a lot of room for backward integration. That we see a lot of our farmers went into structured, large-scale farming ventures. The state is quite receptive to this, and we've provided what we call an agri mall to enable our cluster farmers to take advantage of access to inputs. Traditionally, farmers have always had problems accessing inputs to drive farming. So we thought in our own wisdom to create a one-stop shop where they could access inputs, fertilizer, chemicals, funding, extension services, and most importantly, they will also be supported by most of the inputs that the state will provide in order to ensure that they move in to take advantage of the new platform of a de-risk value chain agri program. This would see us moving from the current subsistent level to a major level of clustered professional farmers. So for us, sky is just the beginning. We'll take advantage of whatever windows that are available, strengthen our relationship with our funding agencies, and truly give our people the much desired dividends of democracy. So FCMB is a welcome partner, and we'll see how we jointly move the state forward. Once again, I want to thank you for coming in, and I want to assure you that we continue to see this relationship growing to bigger mutually beneficial levels. Thank you very much.
Flying the big plane is a gradual process. Here I am in the International Aviation College, Ilorin, one of the best schools in the whole world, training to be a pilot.
We have the most modern aircraft, the most highly skilled instructors.
You are young, you are looking for adventure, you are looking for something that will give you a meaningful life, come to IAC.
Yeah, I'm realizing my dream. Great school, great training environment.
IAC, cool place.
Come and join the adventure in learning how to be a pilot here at the International Aviation College in Ilorin, and I will, with my team, make a pilot of you.
Kwara State has continued to witness the influx of investors into the state, with the recent one being a group of Chinese investors who have expressed their commitment to make an investment valued at $54 million in the industrial sector of the state over the next couple of years. The group of investors, led by Mr. Shi Zhenchao, while on a courtesy visit to the executive governor of Kwara State at the Government House, Ilorin, said about $15 million will be invested in the next 1 year in order to ensure commencement of operations as early as possible.
For me to choose Kwara to do this investment, actually there are some other places. They also, when I say I want to do this textile industry, there are some other states also invite me go. But there are three reasons for me to decide to set up this textile industry in Kwara. The first reading is Kwara is a peaceful state. I think it's the most peaceful state in Nigeria. Day before yesterday, when I drive a car from Lagos to Kwara, and in the road, nobody stopped us. If we go to north, if we go to Zama, you will see a lot of people stopping. Here, nobody. And very peaceful. This is the first number one reason. I hope, start from me, that many industry people will come to Kwara to set up this factory and the investment. I hope the investment in future is multiple 54 million, many 54 million.
Mr. Zeng Chao said the group found Kwara State to be investment-friendly due to the prevalence of peace in the state and its business-friendly atmosphere. He added that when the efforts of the group finally takes off, it will spur more Chinese investors to come into the state and set up their investments in Kwara State. In his response, Alhaji Abdul Fattah Ahmed assured the investors that his administration's development policy was premised on human capital development and industrial growth in a peaceful environment. Citing the state's International Vocational Center in Ajashekbo, which according to him was designed to provide qualified machinists who would perfectly fit into the developing industrial sector of the state, an indication of its readiness for the industrialization of Kwara State. Alhaji Ahmed also used the avenue to call on other investors to take advantage of business-friendly atmosphere to invest in the state with a view to reducing the army of unemployed youth and boost the state economy.
We are very happy that you have come here at this time because it is in line with the policy direction of the new government. No doubt, we are aware that Nigeria has a very strong business partnership with the Republic of China, and China has been one of the biggest partners in trading in Nigeria, cutting across importation, exportation, and of course, buyer's credit support scheme. But it's very clear that the direction in which things are going in Nigeria today is such that we are beginning to change the way things used to be. Nigeria is now moving towards a direction when it wants to revive its ailing industries. And China, being a major supporter for driving Nigerian textile markets, will be taking a very big step forward by bringing not only the finished goods here in Nigeria, but bringing the goods to be finished here in Nigeria and getting this to drive the local economy, especially the current consumption markets and potential markets which cut across the West Africa sub-region. We are interested in seeing our people growing cotton. We are interested in seeing ginneries. We are interested in seeing spinning companies that will buy lint and will spin it into yarn. We are interested in seeing the yarn being woven into baft and the baft being colored into textile materials that we sell across West Africa. If we are able to create a full chain on that, we are sure that this will translate to not less than 15 to 20,000 jobs directly. And of course, indirectly, we are looking at triple that amount. And one of the biggest challenges we are faced with here is that we have a large army of employable youths, school leavers that require very little training and will fit into the textile business. Where we are taking advantage of the textile business is because it is a very large employer of labor. It is highly human capital intensive. That is why it becomes very attractive when you have a lot of idle hands that can be employed. So I have to assure you, in terms of manpower, If you want 50,000 people, we can get you 50,000 people to work.
Yes.
You are coming into the right environment that will support business. The weather is fantastic. I'm sure you would have felt it here.
Yes, very good.
We have the railway cutting across here.
Yeah.
We have an international airport. We have a cargo terminal. And most importantly, our roads are linking up with all the nooks and corners of the country. There are roads that go to the north, to the south, and of course to the north central.
Yes.
So this is a very fantastic environment for you to truly invest. So I'll assure you that you are come to the right direction, and the government will give you every support that will make this venture a fruitful one. Once again, I want to thank you for coming, and I want to assure you that you are just coming to the right partner. Thank you. God bless.
Flying the big plane is a gradual process. Here I am in the International Aviation College Ilorin, one of the best schools in the whole world, training to be a pilot.
We have the most modern aircraft, the most highly skilled instructors.
You are young, you are looking for adventure, you are looking for something that will give you a meaningful life. Come to NHIS.
Yeah, I'm realizing my dream. Great school, great training environment.
NHIS, cool place.
Come and join the adventure in learning how to be a pilot here at the International Aviation College Ilorin, and I will, with my team, make a pilot of you.
The Kwara State government's success in healthcare delivery is further leading to even more success for the state's health sector, as the National Health Insurance Scheme is partnering the state government to further achieve its health sector goals. This came to the fore when the Executive Governor of Kwara State, Alhaji Abdul Fattah Abid, hosted the Executive Secretary, National Health Insurance Scheme, Mr. Femi Akingbade, to a courtesy visit at the Government House, Ilorin. Mr. Akingbade intimated Governor Ahmed that the choice of Kwara for state-supported social health insurance program is attributable to the state's notable achievement in the community health insurance scheme, noting that the Kwara State's well-structured health scheme makes it expedient for the NHIS to flag off its primary school health insurance pilot scheme in the state.
First and foremost, I would like to commend the state government on the sustainability of their plans and development culture in Kwara State. As I was coming in, I actually saw the subrequisite that Kwara is actually tagged as it's good here, and I know that for that kind of appellation to be accorded to this state, it actually shows that the government of Kwara State has kept things good here, and the people have actually used that as an opportunity also to return you to office. I would like to commend the state government on the initiatives that they've started so far. I normally tell my people, I said, in all the states in Nigeria, Kwara State happens to have the most structured health insurance in the whole of the country. This is a plus for Kwara State because a lot of states actually preach free health, which I normally say that healthcare can never be free. And if you actually come to Kwara State, even the beginning was very structured. Kwara State is the only state that I've seen that even before they started their health insurance, they did a baseline survey, and all their achievements so far are measurable, and that is a plus for Kwara State. So I'd like to commend you for the good works that you've done in terms of healthcare for the people of Kwara State, and I want to use this opportunity to also implore you to keep up the good work, and that is one of the reasons why we are here today, Your Excellency. An healthy nation is a rich nation, and it's actually a cycle, because if the people of the state are not healthy, definitely there will be no economic development in the state. And if there is no economic development, it turns back onto the citizens, because you find out that the citizens are also going to be having ill health. So it's actually a vicious cycle that I'm actually proud of Kwara State, that this is one area that Kwara State has decided to alleviate in terms of the sufferings and the areas where it is focusing. And the global focus now is on universal health coverage, and that is why the NHIS is coming at this time to be able to partner with a state that has a good structure to be able to see how healthcare can actually be extended to a large population than what you currently have in Kwara State. And therefore, one of the things that we are putting up as the National Health Insurance scheme, because we see that in the past, one of the things that has not allowed universal health coverage to be dominant in Nigeria is because the states have not actually participated in health insurance in the country. And that is why we are bringing to the state today what we call the state-supported social health insurance program. So, Your Excellency, this is why we are here today. We want to thank you once again for the opportunity that you have given us, even with the short notice that we gave, and also the warm reception that we have received. It actually shows that it is good here. Thank you, Your Excellency.
In his response, Governor Ahmed commended the NHIS for its choice of Kwara to pioneer the state-supported social health insurance program. Governor Ahmed said Kwara State is ready to team up with NHIS in driving universal health coverage through health insurance as a model for other states in Nigeria and sub-Saharan Africa, adding that the proposed funding window for the state-run community health insurance scheme was a welcome development.
I welcome you to Kwara State, and we are very delighted to receive you here. Only a few days ago, we met with our partners in the health insurance scheme, specifically Nigeria and Power Access, all in a bid to bring to bear the absolute necessity to ensure that the instrumentality of government is used to deliver healthcare service to the good people of Kwara State. No doubt it's very clear that health is wealth, and for any government that truly intends to make impact on its people, impact on its productivity levels, it must take the issue of health very seriously. And I agree with you totally that there has been so much lip service on healthcare delivery system in Nigeria. We hear all sorts of slogans here and there. Free healthcare for this, free healthcare for that. But in true sense, the policies which have largely been on lip service have not been supported with the desirable levels of input from the various stakeholders, so that the impact has not been felt in truly seeing our healthcare service delivery getting us to the desirable levels. And this, of course, is not connected with poor data, as it were, in most of our sectors, which does not allow for proper planning. For us as a state, we recognize this a long time, and that's why we thought in our own modest way, we should take the responsibility of government in ensuring healthcare delivery very seriously. And two key things quickly come to bear. The first one is availability. The second one is accessibility. Availability requires us to put some resources into asset creation in the healthcare service area at different facets, i.e. the primary, secondary, tertiary levels, and also other areas that are supportive of health sector. This is a very welcome development for us, and we'll be very, very receptive in putting our heads together to ensure that what can be done to improve accessibility to our people, whatever requires to be done, will be supported by the state government in improving accessibility to the good people of Kwara State. These are all in tandem with the programs we have created in our healthcare delivery system. So I'll show you that Kwara State is the right place for you to come, is the right partner for you to take up with, and most importantly, we're exceptionally willing and receptive to partner with you in driving the modest NHIS program as a model for Nigeria and of course other parts of Africa, which we hope we begin to see the dividends very soon. We're happy that with the current leadership we have at the federal government, in person of the President Muhammad Buhari, who we are sure will be very, very strong in supporting programs that will change the lives of our people. For us, we will not wait to see anything different done other than the fact that we leap up from where we are today, partner with you, get to desirable level, and improve on this healthcare system that will serve as a model to Nigerians. And we'll begin to see how productivity also comes out of that. Once again, I want to thank you, and I pray that God in His infinite mercy takes you back to your various destinations safely. Thank you, God bless you.
Kwara State, it's good here.